needs to get into the blah 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 blah. Okay.
Woo! All right. Okay. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Quarter Life Chapters. This is your host Annie.
And I'm Elle. And today we have a special guest. This is Sofia. Sofia, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Sofia. I'm super happy that Annie and Elle has invited me here today.
I thought you just like showed up at our door.
I mean, I did. I offered them 3 sweet treats, and I was like, "Will this be enough for 30 minutes on your podcast?"
And we were like, yes, absolutely, it would be.
No, we called up Sofia. We called up
Sofia.
Today we have Sofia joining us. She's a digital content creator and a model. So Sofia, would you like to mention how we know you and how this came about?
Yeah, so not to take you on a whole life story across 3 years, I met Annie back in university doing software engineering and absolutely kicked it off in the creative design classes.
We got a 7 GPA, guys.
Yeah, I know. That's the only flex I have
Exactly
from that class.
it's like we did that course and we got a 7.
We made a really good game that was somewhat passable.
Yeah.
But it was really fun. And then I obviously knew Elle from knowing you, Annie. And yeah, I'm like just doing side quests now.
Yeah, I feel like we got another person who was same as us in terms of the side quest trajectory. And Sofia has been posting a lot on the socials and she's got her own teachings to put out there. So we decided it would be really good to have her on the episode and just talk more about whatever we are going to talk about today.
So today we're gonna be talking about manifestation. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about manifestation. Sorry, that was like my 3rd try saying that word. And I'm gonna read it off the notes here because like it was kind of funny. Somebody wrote manifestation, not the woo-woo kind, but how it actually works in your day-to-day life when you're trying to build your dream career, relationship, and mindset. So, you know what? The form of manifestation that I know is the woo-woo kind.
Okay.
You know, like the woo, like what kind of crystals should I get, you know? But I really want to know more about like the practical skills that you get through manifestation.
Yeah. So Sofia, you do have like a digital platform where you talk about manifestations. So tell us about how you got more into it and, you know, like just give a background on what got you started.
Yeah, definitely. It probably doesn't translate really well right now because if you have a look or watch any of my content, it's definitely the woo-woo kind.
That's how you get started.
Well, it's like it's just trying to teach this different way of believing in yourself, and I think that's where I'd like to start. Is that manifestation outside of the woo-ness and the craziness of it all is just motivation rebranded.
Oh wow, I love that. Yeah.
It's a you know how, I don't know if you remember, like early 2000s, there was the Shia LaBeouf memes that trended, and it's just him doing just do it for like 20 seconds straight. It's just that, but more feminine, more girly, definitely lots of crystals involved.
Okay.
So
you were not too far off then.
yeah. But definitely can translate it to more of a day-to-day life. So it's easier to get into for those that are
not
looking
aware.
for more, you know, or exploring.
What got you started? Like, how did you stumble upon it, or was this something you always wanted to do that sort of just manifested?
Yeah. Ooh. Perfect choice of words. So funnily enough, how everything started before the manifesting journey that I've had and that you've seen on social media. Before that, I was actually in the tarot space.
Oh, yeah.
Like tarot reading.
Okay.
So the best thing about it is that whatever you know, there's gift stores that just has the tarots, the dragon statues, the crystals. That's manifesting in a store. It's the different levels. Like this is like the tip of the iceberg thing, and the more you do it, the more you just naturally start looking at all the other things. So you might have heard of things like scripting, journaling, meditation is also a different form of manifesting. Like it's all about internal.
That's very interesting because I was also doing a bit of tarot reading for a bit back there. I did not go deep into it, but I do understand what you mean, because when I was reading it to people, I realized most of the time people kind of wanted to hear what they wanted to believe.
Yes.
Like you kind of reaffirm their own hopes and dreams back to them, sort of like that. Would you say it's kind of like that?
Yeah, there is definitely a level of that in it. And before I got super into tarot, I was a non-believer.
Oh.
I'm telling you like my different phases of spirituality. But I was a non-believer, and then I was on the same boat as like, if I ever go to a tarot reading, I won't tell them. I won't tell the reader anything, because they're asking because they're trying to get information out of you, and then they're going to try and bias the reading to what you want to hear and things like that. But that's the whole point of it. So when I got super into tarot, my mind was a mess at that time of my life. Like I had no idea how to think through the chaos inside my head. And the tarot cards, they're there to signify what is clouding your mind the most. So you've probably seen the main picture cards in tarot, like you've got the Magician, the Fool,
the Joker,
Justice, you know, like you've seen tarot pictures before, right? And they're there to signify a certain aspect in your life. And for me, whenever I was in my darkest periods, I'd pull out the deck and I just lay out 3 cards, shuffling it, laying out 3 cards with intention, and relating what each card meant.
Yeah, what it was telling you at that point of
pretty
time.
much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So, you know, like I pull out the Lover's card and I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? I am having boy troubles right now. Like, what the fuck?
What do you
like,
mean? Yeah. The lover card?
Like that's the reason why I started getting more deeper and deeper into it, because the more I fully put myself into this, you know, it's a different type of practice is how I would say, but putting myself more into it, I could understand the reasoning for everything. Like even like pulling out, you know, the Magician is one of the more positive cards in the deck, and
alchemy, and you being able to change your own life and stuff.
There's an expert here. There's an expert here, but yeah, it is right. The Magician card signifies, you know, creativity, your power as a creator, like as above, so below, as within, as it is external. And you know, it all goes back to the whole manifesting theme of however you are inside, the external will reflect that.
All right.
So tarot was the gateway.
Right.
And
Wow.
So like aside from like the woo-woo kind, right, we can always like go back into that. But the form of manifestation that I have heard, and like the one that like my friend used to be like, oh Lena, we should do this together, it's like relying on yourself. So like in a religion, right, you have like a god, but this is like praying for something without the god, and then like getting it. You know, it's kind of like a motivation for yourself, which I really like.
You are correct there. Manifestation is a form of motivation, and it's a belief in yourself. Manifestation is in the belief that you are capable of the things that you're dreaming of, because why would you dream about it if you didn't think you could make it?
Do it.
Right? Like dreams are, to like from my perspective, is that it's a call out from something within you that is telling you like, hey, we can do this, ride or die, baby. Like, it's like, sorry, that's the Delulu coming out.
No, I've read things like you would not dream it, or you wouldn't like imagine it if you did not think that you were capable of doing it. Yeah.
I do really like the idea of like manifestation in a way where like it just motivates you to like do the things that you want to do. Now that we know, you know, the woo-woo side of manifestation and the non-woo-woo side of manifestation. I keep saying meditation for some reason.
It's kind of like that. Meditation is involved when it comes to manifestation.
Anything that strengthens your internal world, which is what manifestation is, what meditation is, that will lead you to where you're meant to be.
Yeah. So I guess my question is, where would someone start if they're new to this?
Start with yourself. I know that sounds I know that sounds like the step one, but it's, I'm trying to take this into an ordinary context. Driving, right? You need to know how to use the car, right? Like you need to know how to use your body and your mind to be able to fully control it. Like the manifestation, it also coincides with having confidence in yourself, right? Like that goes hand in hand. And you won't be able to go for what you're after if you've got that tiny little voice in your head being like, "You're gonna fucking suck."
Yeah, the negative Nancy in your head.
That's it, right? And you know, like I don't think anyone is immune to that. And just being able to identify that voice is there. That's when meditation comes in. Like meditation, you kind of strengthen that muscle of what are your thoughts outside of you thinking them.
I think it's a very big practice I think for anyone regardless, to kind of not let that voice win and not let that voice be the one who's driving, and it be the other voice where you're like, okay, who knows what's gonna happen, but I'm still gonna give it a go, I'm still gonna try. I guess a follow-up, like something that came to my mind is what do you think of the law of assumption and the law of attraction in this regard?
That law of assumption, law of attraction, they're there to state what you're trying to do. Like they give structure to the process of it all. Like if like me telling you just think better, you know, like there's no label to it. There's no label to it, right? But like the motivational, the having the confidence that you can do something without any previous data telling you that you can do it, that's law of assumption. Like I know I can do this, so I'm going to assume that it will be done well. Because I think those two terms are basically what's more popular in the modern media. You always hear law of assumption. Manifestation to the level that we are talking, or like how we are practicing now, is definitely very new. But like law of assumption and law of attraction is something that's been going on for a very long time. It has. And I think it gives a really nice structure to the whole manifestation realm. Like it's like people arguing that all religions are the same, just rebranded. I think it's the same thing as well in this case. Like the different laws makes it much more concrete on what it is that you can work on. Whereas manifestation is just like, it's a choose your own adventure kind of thing, you know?
All right, cool.
Also, that thing is blinking and I'm concerned.
It's just started doing that.
Maybe it's out of battery. Fuck!
It should still work though. It's like still.
Okay. I think
we'll just keep going until.
I'm just spitting straight facts. So handling it.
I think like maybe I'm trying to convince myself and the audience to be like, this works. So what is something that happened to you and you're like, oh my gosh, this works and I'm gonna keep doing it?
Oh gosh, I have like, no. It was very slow at the start. Maybe winning a lottery. I told about that. Sorry, I should reword that.
You won the lottery?
It wasn't the lottery. It wasn't the lottery. But to me, it felt like the lottery. And that's one of the hacks. Every day's a lottery. No, sorry. It was a raffle. It was a raffle draw at this event, right? And you just had to choose which one you wanted. They draw your number out of the bag, kind of deal. They had a lot of prizes. Let's say 10, right? And my mindset with raffles up until this point has always been like, oh, it's random, you know. There's a low chance of me getting it because you know, I've never thought of myself lucky. Like it's just not a thing, right? Like someone else deserves it more, or like someone else equally deserves it as myself wanting it. So I don't want it that bad, you know. Like I took like a very nonchalant way to this raffle draw, and on the last one I was repeating that in my head, and on the last prize, as they were drawing it out, something just sort of like kind of unclicked in my head, being like, actually, you know what, no, I want that. I want that prize. Like that last one, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but hey, 12 is my lucky number, so universe, do your thing. And then they draw out the card. It's the number 12, which was my ticket. It was my ticket, and I was just like, oh, and then you listening out there? And then that one for me was a turning point. That one was a personal experience there, because that's the thing with switching your mindset, is that me talking about my thought process throughout all this might be different to someone else, but you know, it's an epiphany click.
Like it worked for you.
it worked for you. It might appear in your life as something like getting removed from a job, or not being able to go to that one thing that you wanted to go to, and then later finding out that there was a good reason for it. Like that.
I feel like I've had that experience. So from my previous job that I was working at, I was like, I kind of felt very lost and confused as to what I'm doing here. And then I had a chat with my like previous boss, and she was like, look, there's a high possibility, your role might get reduced or something because we won't be able to keep you. And in my brain, I wasn't stressed. I kept thinking that, what, something better is going to happen. Something better is going to happen. Like, that was like, even when she was telling me that, I just told her that, yeah, I'm not stressed because I think something good is going to happen. And then literally the same day, I reached out on LinkedIn. Within a week, I got the job.
See, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like...
That's when I was like, yes, you just got to believe.
It's when it's moments where it shouldn't have happened the way it did, but it ended up happening, right? Like,
exactly.
That was actually the same way how I found my current job. Like, I was freshly out of uni. I was like, oh my God, it's going to take forever to find a job. And I was just, write a cover letter, send it out. I get an email from my boss 10 minutes later being like, do you want an interview this afternoon? And I was just like, what the hell? I expected no responses after like 30 days or something, like, and it's things like that where you don't have to try really hard, but things just kind of align themselves to you. That's the manifestations at work, because you're not fighting anything.
Yeah. I know we are talking about a lot of positive things, right? But I know that there's a lot of people who do think that manifestation is kind of bullshit.
Yes.
How do you deal with those people?
You don't. You just shut them out. It's like, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a thing where it's just like, people think that I'm delusional and they're right and I'm winning. Right?
Yeah.
Like
right.
for them, it's just like, oh my God, she's going off the rails. She's going completely crazy. What the hell is she doing? I'm still out here doing what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like, that's the positive. It's like a protective armor of just pure, I'ma just trust in the process, in what happens, because at the end of the day, it's like, it's your show.
Yeah.
You're running the show.
Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, it's benefiting you.
Exactly.
And like, so what? If this works for you, and like, it's not really harming anybody.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Like,
and if you're actually winning, then you take that. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm saying like some crazy ass shit, like I'm gonna own like a fucking yacht or something.
I think the reel that I saw, like the manifesting reel that Sophia posted that I saw, this was like one of my first reels that I actually like, first like manifestation reel that I saw from your account. And it was like it is 7th of July and it's full moon, guys. And it's like, it's the day. And I was like, what is happening? What is happening? Is Sophia okay?
But she was more than okay.
That's so funny. That's so funny that you mentioned that, because I was completely unhinged with changing my social media. And there was like a specific, like, I wasn't posting this stuff before.
No, you were. Yeah.
I think you started doing more lifestyle-based things initially, and then you pivoted to manifestation and like full out.
Yeah. So like before this,
just a quick moment. I feel like this might be out of juice.
Oh no. Okay, we'll take 5.
All right, guys, we had a bit of technical difficulties, but now we are back online. Take it over.
take it over, man. Okay. Before we were just speaking about how I pivoted my social media. It was very out of the blue and unhinged, because the day before I'm talking about what recent side quest I just did, outfit check, whatever. Next day, boom, talking about moons. Right? It was on that day where I just thought, I want to be giving more of what I know to my platform, in hopes that others will join the Delulu train.
I love that. So good.
I think also, I would like to point out, Sophia is a girl of many talents, guys. Like, she is not just this, like, manifestation, look at the full moon, girly girl, okay? Like, she does so many side quests, and 100%. We love her for that. And this is why she is good enough to be on a podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Sophia is the shit. No, but that is true. Like, Sophia has like, just gonna do a little bit of a mini praise of Sophia.
Oh,
she's done.
Can I leave the room?
No, you gotta sit through it. she's done modeling. She has been a self-starter founder with the For Friends showcase.
We love For Friends.
Yeah, For Friends was such a good like a fashion show, but also like focused towards the environment and giving new and upcoming designers a platform to showcase their own designs, which was such a good thing to do. She hired me as a social media content creator for that event. I liked it. I had a lot of fun, but yeah, so it's so cool to like see you doing all of this things. Like we support, we love.
Thank you. Look, I think
yes.
Just like every other 20-year-old something out there, this is the time to decide quests.
Yeah, 100%. That this is the time, and this is why we have this too, so we can like give voices like yours and other people who are thinking about doing things like these, you know, a platform where they can see other people who have taken the step and just do something.
I think it's just like to motivate people to do things.
Quick plug, like, subscribe, comment if you haven't already.
Follow Sophia. Here's the plug. But yes, coming back to manifestation and like the Lulu and everything, you've convinced me, and now I want to be delusional, like completely, truly Delulu.
Yeah.
Where do I start? Like, how do I start thinking?
Thinking.
Like, how do I
I think we all just collectively stopped thinking at that moment.
I literally like stopped saying like thinking, and I'm like, that's all I have to say. Like, how do I start thinking?
Thank you for coming. Well, to start thinking in the delusional sense, think about who you want to be, like truly what you want yourself to be. When you close your eyes and you think 5 years into the future, how does the dream Elle
look
move?
like? Yeah.
How does she go about her day? How does she talk to her friends and her family? What is she doing? You know, it's that sort of thing. And then you can sort of get like a little checklist from that on what to start doing differently.
Right.
And doing things differently is a good guideline. It's a good step. If you can do one thing differently from the previous day, that's already an improvement.
Yeah.
Right.
Like baby steps, progress.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess a big part of it is you have to first figure out who you're going to be 5 years from now, or whatever your ideal self is going to be like, right?
Yeah.
So I guess for people, let's say, who have never done this, what would you say, how do they go about finding that?
Yes.
Yeah, how would they go about finding that?
So my delusional dreams right now, and I'm being very public with saying this.
Okay.
I'm
You heard it here first, guys.
I'm removing my visibility wounds. Is that I want to make $1 million in 1 year.
Beautiful.
Like that's fucking what the fuck did she just say? But like that's the goal right now, and how I think about that person who's making $1 million in a year is how does she move in a day? She definitely doesn't doom scroll.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And that's what stopped me. I'm sorry if I'm calling out anyone.
You're calling out a lot of people, including me.
And you know, like it's okay to scroll on your phone. I love scrolling on my phone. Like
You love it too much.
I love it so much, but you know, $1 million earning Sophia probably only has 15 minutes to spare for scrolling on her phone. But that's just me personally. That's what I want, right? You know, if you're chasing a soft life, if you're chasing, you know, happiness, like think about what that person is doing. Are they happy because, you know, they're living in a nicer city? Okay, well then you actually got to move.
Yeah.
What are you doing, bro? Like you're saying like, oh, this city sucks, I'll leave. The city's not gonna get better for you. You gotta get better for the city, right? Like it's
like having that ideal version of yourself and then just living as her.
Yes,
pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So you know, you have a few tools to work with. Mantras, affirmations, probably things that you've heard before, journaling and scripting as well. Like those are like, I'll take it back to a scientific view where whatever your brain is told constantly is what it believes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Like, and that's why affirmations work. That's why scripting works, because it's, you know, it's you telling yourself what it needs to start doing. Like, you know, one thing I like to do in the morning, like while I'm getting ready for work, is either I'm listening to someone or I'm telling it to myself. You're the baddest bitch, right? Like, you're going to work, you're so pretty, you're so smart, you deserve to be in that room, you deserve to be in that job.
Yeah,
you know,
I
because
love that.
you can do it. And it's just, you know, telling yourself that you know these things about yourself will help you move.
Yeah, no, I love that. Your brain doesn't know what's real or fake.
Yeah.
Like, it cannot tell. It's just gonna believe whatever you feed it. So if you feed it like dangerous or harmful thoughts, it's gonna believe that that's the reality. But if you feed it affirmations and positive things, then it's gonna believe that about you.
The opposite of it is spiraling, right? Like, I'm
all
sure
been there.
we're all 20 somethings. We've done it once. But like, it's the like, spiraling is probably the negative version of being delusional. It's all train of thoughts, right? You just keep thinking and you keep thinking, but you can just stop thinking.
I love how you started with how do
you start thinking?
You first stop thinking.
You stop thinking and start thinking better things. Because your thoughts turn into words, your words turn into habit, and then your habit becomes reality.
How important is, let's say, the environment that you put yourself in? Like, is it all internal, or is there any external factors that can also impact these things?
Yeah, 100%. Because external is where you currently are, right? So if you're trying to shift into, you know, your dream life, or you know, where you want to be, there will be things in your current environment that might not be serving you. You know, like, how good really is that friendship from high school when you know you guys are 20 somethings and you've gone on 2 different pathways? Like, are you good for each other, or are you just sticking it out because you've known each other, or you've known previous versions of each other, right? But are your current versions connecting at the moment? Like, there's that sort of assessment. You know, like, if you're hanging out with people that just makes you go drinking all the time, or makes you do things that you don't actually really want to do, then does that mean you're just sacrificing yourself for them?
Yeah.
And then that's not being true to yourself then at that point. And I think with manifestations and delusions, you gotta really prioritize yourself. That's why some people say, oh, it doesn't work, because they didn't really try it. You know, like, they're saying, oh, I'm writing, I'm journaling every night, why is nothing working? Well, you haven't really changed anything. Like, you're still telling yourself, oh, I'm really fucking shit at my job, or I don't deserve to gain love or affection because, you know, I don't deserve it. Like, if you're still thinking that to yourself, it doesn't matter what you write. Because what you're writing isn't what you're believing. Right? That's just muscle memory.
That's external. Yeah, that's true.
That's muscle memory. You know?
I think, like, on top of writing, you have to also actively do it. You know, like, it's like kind of like praying, like, oh my gosh, dear God, please give me $10 million, or like, please let me earn like $1 million a year, right? But you're sitting there doom scrolling the entire time. So like, bro, like, if you can't help yourself, like, when you manifest, you should also be doing it. And like living that life.
The thing is, like, a lot of people imagine, or they think this way, that once they get to this place, then they're gonna make the choice. Like, you know, once I have a new house, then I'm gonna start going to the gym. Or once I
That's
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking from real life examples. I'm talking about me. No, but it's true. Like, you know, you think about, once I'll reach that certain point, that's when I'm gonna make that change. But it's like, if you're not making that change, or if you're not capable of making that change right now, where you're at, what is to say that you're actually going to make that change when you get there, you know? Which is going back to the whole point that you got to just start living as that person. Wherever you are, at whatever point you're at. Yeah. Okay, this is Annie from the editing time, and I can say with certainty that I have been going to the gym since I moved to the new place. So manifestation did work, because I did manifest this for me, and now I'm doing it. So back to the episode.
You raise a very good point there, like, setting certain conditions before you start doing things, that's your brain keeping you in the same place. So the brain also perceives danger differently. So it, like, you changing how you do your schedule and your structure, through the brain, it thinks, why are we doing something different? We don't know what will happen if we do something different. Which is, fair. It's a survival instinct. It's supposed to do that. But if the brain will keep you in comfort by setting certain
blocks.
Like, you got to be in a new house before you start doing a gym, or you got to be a certain way before you start dating, or like it's, if you set boundaries to when you start doing things, you'll never get anything.
You'll never get it. I think at the end of the day, your brain is just like a mechanism that's there to keep you alive, but you want to thrive. You don't just want to be alive.
You control the brain. The brain doesn't control you.
Sophia, I've got a question for you, right?
Yes, Miss L.
So what are some common blocks that people face when they start manifesting?
I think common and biggest would be just starting. Manifesting things that you want to do means that you actually have to do things for the first time. And doing things for the first time is very scary. Because, there's the risk of looking cringe, of failing. But, think of it as, if you don't ever start, then when will you start? Like, the biggest block would be, you got to be not afraid of doing something badly.
I think that's with most things. Like the fear of being cringed. I was listening to this thing where like this person was like, oh, why didn't you start this, right? And then the person was like, I don't know, I'm afraid. And then the guy was like, what are you afraid of? And she was like, I don't know. And then the guy was like, well, that's your answer. Like, you don't even know what you're afraid of. But that step, the first step, is so hard to take. But you just gotta do it.
I feel like we are so, like, as the human race, we are so, I guess it's a good thing as well that keeps us very community based, but it's also kind of backfires when you want to stand out and step out of that community and make like a name for yourself, where kind of being different is seen, like, puts you in a weird spot where you're kind of not accepted by the community, but also you haven't yet found your people, so people don't want to take that step where they're different. But if you have like bigger goals and bigger dreams, and you want to do more with your life, you have to kind of break off. You have to put yourself in that very uncomfortable spot, otherwise you will not end up finding that group of people that's gonna be aligned with you more.
Like, it's a bit silly when we're putting permissions external to us before we start doing something. It's just like, oh, you can't do that, you're not a dancer. What are you doing trying dancing out first? It's just like, no, of course I'm not a dancer. I've never done it before, right? So you just need to go out and do it. Don't be afraid to stand out, like you said, right? Like, it's the part of that environment talk before, where, if it's something that you want to do, just do it.
All right, Sophia, so we talked about manifestation, we talked about mental blocks and a bunch of other stuff. So I guess the follow-up question is going to be more daily rituals and tools based. So basically, what is your daily manifestation routine like? What kind of journaling prompts do you use? Questions that you ask yourself regularly, like if you want to be like in practice, how do you do that?
So the things I do daily, probably
Scared. Like, she's not going like
First of all, I chop the snakes and cook them in the pot.
You got
baby steer.
I align all the shoes in my apartment to point in the northeastern direction, because that's where the good feng shui is. No, it's nothing too crazy.
Okay.
It's nothing too crazy. But it is pretty regular. Things that I do the most, affirmations in the morning. My little routine when I'm getting dressed, I already mentioned it before, was while I'm putting on makeup, I'm just saying good things to myself, right? Or listening to good things being told by other people. Like, so much abundance comes to you, or I get paid to exist. Like, those are the things that I like to say to myself, or I don't have to stress because it's already taken care of.
Everything is working out for me.
Everything's always working out for me. Things like that. And it does help. I physically see my wrinkles get less and less.
Beautiful.
Because I'm just like, they're like, You're right. You are correct.
You are stunning.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's a little Patrick Bateman-y.
Oh, wow. Yeah, absolutely.
If you've seen American Psycho, it's a little bit of that. And then in the evening, I like doing journaling in the evening. Like it's a nice little wind down activity to do. And some prompts that I like to use is just listing out everything that I'm grateful for that day. And I'm not winning lotteries every day, but I'm doing things like I get to drive a car to work, or
just like small wins.
it's the small wins, or like I got myself a coffee because you deserve it.
Yeah, 100%.
I already talked about tarot before, so I do have a deck of tarot cards that I like to use, not daily, but more of like a here and there, because
when you really need that guidance.
When I really need, when I've got a mess in my head that I need to think through, I just go through it with the cards. And I use the cards to prompt myself, like, okay, this card means this.
That's really good.
Recently gotten into stones.
Oh,
crystals. Okay. Yeah. It was really funny. I went to Mount Tambourine with a bunch of friends, and I thought, this is the perfect place to get my first crystal.
I love that.
And I found this one. There's gua sha tools for your face.
Jade.
Yeah. It was what was it? Quartz.
Rose quartz.
Just quartz.
Oh, okay.
It's just white. It's just white. And the saying on it was just like, quartz is supposed to enhance clarity. And I took it up to the counter, and she was like, oh, okay, gua sha tool, very cool. And I just told her, just purchasing my first gateway, starting into crystals. So it was really good because like knowing that it was quartz and it was like a beauty tool. Anytime I use this, I just have so much clarity. It's almost like a spell, and it becomes like a reminder in my subconscious, being like, just think better, bitch.
I've got a stone in my makeup bag. It's for like protection.
I don't have a stone.
Okay, do you want this one?
No, it's fine. No.
This is jade. Only if you want it, but if you wear it, money will just come to you all the time. Are you ready for that?
But you're the one who has to earn $1 million a year. I feel like you need the jade.
Yeah, but making money is so easy. I can do it with another jade.
Guys, manifestation in action.
Wait, I want to see how it looks on me.
Yeah, if you like the aesthetic of it, it is pretty big.
Nah, I can't.
No pressure. No pressure.
I feel bad. No, this is your jade that you're gonna win. I'm gonna manifest it for you, okay? Sophia, with this jade, if she wears it every day, she is going to achieve $1 million a year.
Yes.
After tax. I do that too, and people are like, oh my god, I love this, and I'm like, do you want it? Just take it. Like, I look around my house whenever people come over, I look around, I'm like, do you want this?
That's so nice. I think like passing trinkets to others is just so nice.
Yeah. It's a form of staying connected.
Damn, what else does this girl do? You got your prompts, you got your journals. Scripting and journaling, I think it's sort of the same. So journaling is, doing the prompts. Where do I see myself? Or things like that. Scripting is kind of that. Except you're writing down what will happen.
What about like vision boards and visualization? What are your thoughts on? Is that also a part of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. So not something that I do as much. Again, the journey is about choosing the tool that works well with you. Like some people, they like to visualize more, others like to hear it more, or write it more, right? But if you're like a visual based person, vision boards would do really well as well. So you've got Pinterest, you can choose photos that you want to be seeing in the future, and just have it either as your wallpaper background. My phone background is just journals that I've done, just to remind myself.
I have like a journal that's like a book, because I like writing, like physically. And I just don't find the satisfaction in typing, right? And so I had this journal, and it just looks like a plain notebook. And then I usually like, no one gets to touch my journal, right? Because
it's a journal.
And then there was this one time Kai needed a book to like write stuff on, and he just like took my journal, because it just looks like a regular like spiral notebook, right? He took it to work and everything, and like he like wrote like business stuff on it. And like, because it's also like my everyday notebook, so I do have like some work stuff in it as well. So just, you know, and then he like, and then I found it in his bag, and I was like, why is my journal in his bag? And then he was like, yeah, I took it to like take notes. I was like, did you read anything in there? And he was like, no. So like, turns out he uses the back of the notebook. So like, he didn't see like anything. So I was like, okay, this is my journal, by the way. And he was like, I didn't even know.
I couldn't tell.
And ever since then, I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's not safe to like leave my journal around. So now I just like have it on my phone. And also I have my like iPad and Apple Pencil. So I just use the Apple Pencil.
You're still writing?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I feel like writing is really very
therapeutic.
Way to do it. I'm the weirdo that I also journal in the front of my pages and also in the back of my pages. So I'll write a few pages in front, then suddenly I'll be like, nah, I want to write in the back. Yeah, so I'll write from the back. And then my notebook gets filled from both the sides to the center.
You're gonna hate this, but I just pick a page.
Oh
No.
Unintentionally. So I started from the front to the back.
Yeah.
But then I was doing 1 page a day, right?
Yeah.
And then I stopped for a bit, picked it back up.
Yeah.
I thought I was
Gonna
in
continue?
the next page.
Yeah.
And then I looked at it again today, and it was just like there's just like a gap of 20 pages between. And then I found one journal entry just in the middle.
Oh wow!
Just sitting there, and I was just like,
it's meant to be,
what
whatever it
the
is. Yeah. Sophia, obviously you are a digital content creator, and obviously in the digital space right now, there's a lot of people doing a lot of things. You know, how do you deal with not comparing yourself?
Yeah, it's really easy to especially because since I post a lot of the manifestation, delusional stuff, I have a lot of that on my feed as well. So I see how other people do it, and I didn't know how to deal with it at the start. Like, it was like a subconscious thing, like, oh, I need to be doing something better, or I need to be doing something different. Taking it back to, I'm not that person, so they are living their story. I just need to live mine.
Yeah.
And comparing myself to others means that other people's dreams and purposes would dilute mine.
Right.
And thinking of it that way, it stopped this need to compare.
Yeah.
Because knowing that I'm on my own path and that everything that I do is supposed to happen means that I shouldn't be comparing myself to other people, right? Because if I'm comparing myself to other people, then I'm not being true.
Yeah.
Like, I'm being diluted by what I think I should be doing.
Yeah. Detachment, I guess, plays a big part as well, right?
Love detachment. Because you just stress less, you worry less, and it solidifies the thought of, if it's not meant for you, then it won't happen.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay. So we're coming to a close.
My mouth is so dry. Sorry, just so you guys know.
Do you want water break?
No. I did it for the bit.
Okay. I was like, you got tea right there. So I just have like a few like fun closing questions. Okay. So what is that one thing that you're manifesting right now?
Right now, apart from that big $1 million side quest that I've got in the background, I am actually manifesting a fashion show that I'm coordinating, directing. You guys know of this fashion show that's coming up, and I just want to say, like, since then to today, the vision has been getting clearer. Thank you for having that conversation with me, because I probably wouldn't have said it out loud.
Oh shit.
So I got something cooking for this fashion show.
Okay, and the last question, the fun question is, what would you tell your 20-year-old self?
What I would tell my 20-year-old self: fresh face, got no knowledge into manifestation, probably thinks it was a sham back then. Fucking, you don't know shit. So just do shit, like, is what I would tell her.
Was that when you met Annie, when you were 20?
20? It was 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was 20.
Wow.
Look at how far we've come.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
So I guess coming to a close, literally said that for the third time now. But where can people find you online?
Online, I am most active on my Instagram. You know, that's where all of my delusional content gets posted.
We love that.
So you can find me there. Do I just like?
Yeah, just do that. I'll put it somewhere. Yeah, somewhere on the screen you can see the I guess
like
I
a
hear you
here.
in my head.
It's literally here.
Manifested it, honey. How are you doing that?
It's just, I'm channeling it from my head.
Oh my god! The magic of post editing.
Any last words, Sophia, before we kick you out?
Look, I am really thankful for being here.
So much fun.
Wait, you guys, I want to rephrase that now. Anything else you'd like to add? Sophia, it's been so good having you on the show.
I can't wait to leave for you guys to kick me out into the pouring rain.
No, it has actually been like one of the best shows we've had so far.
Yeah, it's good. And like we've been wanting like a guest for a long time, and we're like, oh, we need someone who has a niche.
Yeah, who has been doing something, and we thought that
you guys used like a really terrifying word. You
What,
were just
niche?
you guys no you guys were just like, we think you're the most qualified. I was like, no. I got more certificates.
You know what? That you're putting yourself out there.
No, because I feel like a lot of people have like a lot of ideas, but they don't put it into action. And I think, you know, people just gotta know that. Like, they're gonna see Sophia's Instagram and like she's gonna talk about full moons. She's gonna talk about her side quest for friends, fashion show, modeling, freaking everything.
Yeah.
And I think people should take inspiration from that.
Absolutely. We thought that you were like one of the, like, exactly the kind of guests we want on our episode, because you're doing exactly what we, like, you know, basically tell our audiences to do, just like chase your dreams.
Yeah,
that's it.
I mean, first of all, thank you so much. I love it. That's really nice to hear. But like, you guys are doing it too. Like, you guys, this was an idea at some point, right? So
yeah, we were having pasta.
Having pasta.
Yeah.
We were talking about it, but yeah, I love this.
Look, I'm so glad to be a part of this.
Aww.
We are so glad to have you.
Thank you.
Cue the tear works.
And cue the tear works. Like, whatever you guys are dreaming of getting done, I hope it happens.
Aww,
like, that's my blessing to you.
Thank
Back
you.
at you, girly.
All good vibes. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us for this episode. We hope you enjoyed everything that we had to talk about. If you want to hear more, well, head on to our website. Head on to our website. If you want to hear more, head on to our Instagram, QLC Potty on Instagram, and Sofia Valdez at Instagram as well. And we will see you next time. Bye!